Well, hi there, this is DBT, and alright, it's time for another Current Took Micro Showcase, and today we're gonna be looking at one of the most requested monsters for this type of videos, and of course I'm talking about the Lost Soul. Now I know what you're thinking, what makes the Lost Soul an interesting monster to make a video of? Well, you see, the original Lost Soul in Doom and Doom 2 was a very simplistic monster, but on top of that he also had a very debilitating bug or issue for the monster itself. And that is where, during his charge animation, if you happen to shoot him and you didn't kill him, he's gonna get stuck in a loop with that quote-unquote animation where he was charging, but instead he's moving sort of backwards. And he will continue to move backwards until he hits a wall. While he's in this state, stuck, he's basically unable to chase you, to attack you again, he's just forever stuck over there. So that was definitely an issue that I had very present in mind. So thanks to a lot of research, new technologies in the engine, and some really clever algorithms, I was able to finally get rid of this type of issue where you see I hit him, he enters into that loop, but then he gets out of it. And this is for every time that this happens. It's not gonna be an issue where Lost Souls are just gonna be stuck midair. He gets out of it by himself. And that's it. That's the extent of the monster and all that I wanted to show about the monster. Obviously, I'm bullshitting you here. The monster, it is still very simplistic. That's all it does. He charges at you. If it hits you, he's gonna explode and deal damage. If you get too close to him, even if he's charging, he's still gonna explode and deal damage. That's it. The Lost Soul was never a monster that was gonna be too interesting to show. I did want to show those new sprites that he has. Really cool sprites, I think. Again, Abyss Walker killing it here with this sprite. But really, the Lost Soul was never really worth it to make a full video. So instead what we're doing, it's making a bit of an update video where I'm gonna give you some news, quote-unquote news, of what has been happening and what will happen with Current Took, the future, and all of that good stuff. So I'll begin with saying happy belated New Year. I don't know if you celebrate or not, I think pretty much everybody does, but either way, yeah, so 2022, here we are, new year, new objectives, sort of, some other older objectives, and that's exactly what I want to talk about. But I did mention in another video about 6 months ago that I was taking my sabbatical year, and indeed that's what I've been doing, because I was, not only because I was already pretty burnt out from the job that I had, but also because there have been some very big IRL plans that I have been working on for the past, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. It's been quite a while now. I won't go into specifics about what that is, but the whole point is that me taking a sabbatical year was precisely to mess around and play games and work on my mod and all of that, but also to take care of that particular plan, because it was like it's now or never. So that whole thing is going to be happening in 2022. I bring all of this up because it's relevant to Current Took in the sense that this means I'm going to be working my ass off on Current Took from now on until I can no longer do it, because once my plans take place, working on any mod, working on any of this is very unlikely. So I'm making a commitment over here to release this mod in 2022. I know it sounds dumb, like, hey DBT, but if you say that you're gonna be busy in 2022, you say that you're gonna work really hard on 2022 on the mod too? Okay, so the thing is that my plans are gonna take place a little later in the year, so I do have quite a few months to how does that saying go? Put the pedal to the metal? I don't know how that works. So yeah, I'm gonna be working pretty hard on this thing. I really want to get it out, but as usual, I want to tame the expectations. I want to talk about what to expect when the mod comes out. The first thing is that, as mentioned before, multiplayer is not a priority. In fact, I'm not gonna be worrying at all about the multiplayer. My objective right now is to get the mod and all of its system working in single player so that you can have a really fun experience playing by yourself. While the multiplayer is obviously something that I've loved to focus on for quite a while, I also think, Jesus Christ, the game keeps on freezing. That's what I get for using Freezy Doom. Anyway, I really want you to have a really good time with the single player, because I know that's what I'm going to be playing myself. While I love the multiplayer, once I don't have the time to be playing multiplayer and organizing with other people, yeah, single player is the main objective over here. So, one thing to mention though, I've seen people asking me, hey, is this gonna be Xandronum compatible? Yes, it is. While I'm showing it right now in GC Doom, the reality is that the mod is fully compatible with Xandronum, and that's why I'm not adding things like the ledge grabbing, which a lot of people want, but ledge grabbing in Xandronum, it's an absolute nightmare, and it's very unreliable, glitchy, buggy, so that just is not worth it. So instead I'm focusing on making it fun in any and every other way. So yeah, definitely compatible with Xandronum, because the idea is that eventually someday multiplayer will be doable. But here's the thing. For anybody that has any experience with Xandronum, developing mods for Xandronum, or even if you don't, I'll just tell you that it's incredibly annoying that things that work fine in multiplayer for absolutely no reason, it randomly decides to not work when you're in multiplayer. So that means it's a lot of extra developing to make sure that every system works, particularly the more complex one, and then a ton of testing to ensure that everything that you did actually works. So that would be a lot of time, and while I would love to do it at some point, it's just not feasible in the time frame that I have to work and release this. So yeah, I'm making a commitment here to release in 2022. 2022, did I say it right? I think I did. But again, it's gonna be single player only. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. I know that in the last video I mentioned that I was gonna be doing another weapon showcase soon. It's still coming. Definitely, Franco, if you're watching this, go ahead and leave in the comments now how there's a new weapon that is being worked on that I've shown you guys. But don't say what it is, because I don't want people to know. I don't want to ruin the surprise. I want to blow people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know that it'll do that, but I'll try. But yeah, there's definitely stuff coming. I'm putting a lot more effort now and a lot more time into developing this thing, even though I'm still working in my secondary channel, my DBT's Vrooms, which, by the way, you can find the link in the description and all of that good stuff. Because, you know, I still love playing games. I like spending my time developing and playing shit. But yeah, here we are. So, alright. Again, just to finish this video and the thoughts, guaranteed coming at some point in 2022. There's no defined date yet, but it will be happening. I will release it, and I really hope that you're gonna have a good time. And later on, I'm just gonna be busy, so I probably won't be working on anything, but you know, time will tell. So anyway, that's it for this video. As usual, guys, I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your kind words that you leave me. Very few people are really impatient. Most of you are super cool about this whole thing, and I really thank you for it. It makes me want to continue working harder and to deliver a better experience once the mod comes out. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I hope you had some good holidays with your family, friends, whatever it was. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.